So my name is Eric Jurgensen. I have the honor of being the chair of the trustees, and I can tell you that the people that are standing off to the sides of me worked really, really hard, and I'm super proud that we got to this point where we could say that the Ocean School is at a point where we can consider it launching. Now we got a long way to go, but that's okay. I'm not going to talk very long at first here, but I am going to introduce two people that are vital to making the Maine Ocean School happen. The first of which is Maine State Senate President Mike Thibodeau, and he was vital to making this happen because in the legislative process, things get lost, things get moved, and you'll meet Senator. I almost said the wrong thing. Representative Gilway gave a little poke because although the legislation had been approved, it was on that notorious appropriations table being shuffled around. So with no further ado, our Senator, thank you.
I appreciate that plug, but I'll assure you that this was not going to get lost on this appropriations table as long as Jim Gilway was there. Every day he was championing this school. You know, we talk at the State House a lot about how we make our state a better place to live, work, and raise a family. And we talk about economic development. Well, there's two keys to success when you're a young person. One is hard work, and one is a really great education. This is an opportunity, I believe, this is an opportunity to offer an education that's going to change young people's lives. It's a return to our heritage. We all couldn't be prouder. And it's exciting to see such a great, look, we've got a great board, but what a great group to turn out here today to show support for what we're trying to do. And again, Representative Gilway is going to speak to you next. If anybody deserves credit for getting it to this point, it's Jim Gilway. Jim.
So I had to follow a professor from Maine Maritime and the Senate President who speaks in front of people for a living, basically. And I'm just that little part that got this thing rolling. And they already said everything I wanted to say, so that's all. So. No, I really, really want to thank everyone for coming and gathering some more information. More importantly, I want to make sure that everyone knows that we have the comment cards. Give us some feedback. Let us know what we're doing wrong or maybe what we could do better, because it's very important. I also want to throw out there, because I didn't even think about this concept until after we passed the law and after I did testify in front of the Education Committee. My father was a merchant marine. Not to take away from the marine science side, but I wanted to touch base with my family and my roots. My grandfather was a ship's captain. So naturally, his father entered the merchant marine and he became an engineer. He graduated from Winterport High School many, many years ago. Winterport prepared him very well. Good, strong math, good, strong science, and he entered as a wiper. The engineers know what I'm talking about very well. He entered as a wiper and hawse-piped up to a first engineer. Before he became sick and he had to leave what he loved for a profession. I was only 10 years old when he passed away, so I lost the connection with the sea. Had he lived, his boot would have been planted right here, and I probably would have been sailing right now. But I'm very proud and very pleased, and it wasn't until after the legislation was passed that I really came back to my roots to realize that this really means something very important. It's very important for the young kids sitting here and the potential of getting our kids back to sea. Faith Garrell did a great job and found an article in the Republican Journal that talked about there was a school just like this that was training young men and women to go to sea back in 1853. There was an advertisement for that school. And I'm very proud that we're sitting here today bringing that school back and going to make it a success. And we're going to put more of our young people out in these really great jobs in marine science, because there's a real need for that too, and transportation. And I really want everyone, please fill out comment cards. Please let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and what thoughts are for improving where we're headed. And I thank everyone here from the foundation The yellow cards are basically the foundation. They're the folks that are going to support the school monetarily, and they are different color, aren't they?
Yeah. Just hair is different, yeah.
My father was colorblind, but I'm not. This board and the foundation have done an incredible amount of work. If you think that this was easy, I think it was. When were you appointed? January, February? February. In February, we had nothing. We didn't have program. We didn't have a thought. We didn't have anything. And they started to meet in the Hamilton Learning Center with very, very scarce heat, and borrowed table and a few chairs that we scavenged around. And from that point to now, an incredible amount of work's been done, and they deserve all that credit. Thank you for being here today.
I'm still a little taken aback that there was marketing and merchandising done in 1851 that we could have used, and you let us do this all by ourselves. So I won't take a lot of time. On my left, on your right here, is the Board of Trustees, many of which are appointed by the governor or representatives of industry and education. On my right is the foundation. The foundation is the branch that is separate, but that provides for the Maine Ocean School those things that the state won't be able to provide. The things that are a little above and a little beyond the state payer level, our vessels, our dormitories, and again, that's all stuff that's being discussed and will be brought forward, but this group over here is as vital as this leg is over here. So I again thank everybody for that. Today, we're going to work back very quickly into this kind of a work show model. I do encourage you and hope that you understand that one of the major reasons of doing this launch was to gather questions, your questions, so that we can start answering them now before we're standing at a point down the road where it becomes harder to answer those questions or we find out that we weren't on the right path. So you guys are vital to this, and I'm super excited for the turnout here, and I know for every person that's sitting in the seat, we've gotten 10 responses of people that couldn't be here. So that, again, is a great show of support for this. We really are envisioning that this school is going to provide for the students of Maine an opportunity to have higher education and have post-secondary opportunities, but to really give them an opportunity that they can get a job and have skills when they're out of high school, and they can move forward and have an idea what they want to do. And that we have 4 legs to that. We are trying to be really politically correct. We keep hearing the ocean science, but the ocean science is as important as the management leg, as the engineering, as the marine transportation. You know, all of us deckies think we get there on our own skills, but we know that that propeller is turning down there somehow, and we got to have those people. And we live in an environment that the ocean scientists need to protect, and we all need managers, right? So, in any case, I won't keep you for much longer. Please realize that the Maine Ocean School has launched, and in the maritime industry, we say that we are not only underway, but I can tell you that we're making way now. So, and you guys are part of that, and I hope that you guys take that responsibility to answer, give us the questions so we can help answer. So that's all I really have for you guys today. I thank you for coming down here. I got you all strategically placed so you can go past the food table again and start writing out those questions. We have a nice table up here with some comment cards. We're also looking for volunteers for our committees. Each one of those little nice easels that you see up there represents a group of people that is working on those goals. And some of the goals are more important than others. Not more important, but out in front because of our legislative obligations. The 15th of February, we are going to be presenting to the Joint Standing Committee on Education and Cultural Affairs our first view of what the school is going to look like as far as the educational components look like. In the meanwhile, we're going to continue to do our strategic plan, and as you can see, facilities are a question. There's so many opportunities in Searsport and Stockton Springs and Belfast that we really need to just look, and everything's on the table right now. So when it sounds like we're not answering questions, it's because we're learning too. And so if you think of an opportunity that we haven't, please share that. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys line up. It's a nice line. Get some food over there. And again, please direct your questions. We'll work our way back up to the tables. And thank you all for coming.